The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. Alright, full disclosure. Even though horror is by far my favorite genre, I am not really a fan of the Conjuring series. When it first came out and I was hearing all the talk about how frightening it was, I went ahead and rented it on Netflix disc. Yeah, I was one of the last holdouts for that. I had until about 2014, so that means The Conjuring, the original one, would have been one of the last films I got through there. But it bored me. I stopped watching less than halfway through. But then as the years went on, so many other Conjuring movies came out, I got to thinking, well, if the series is that big a deal, maybe I should give it another chance. I mean, I am supposed to be such a horror aficionado here. Well, during the movie pass days, I did wind up giving a chance to The Nun, just because I wanted something to watch while waiting for traffic to die out after work. Yeah, something free to watch. And that bored me enough that I left pretty early in the movie, well under an hour. Then the following year, using my AMC A-list, I decided to watch The Curse of La Llorona. Again, looking for something to watch for free in the theater during rush hour traffic. And believe it or not, I actually liked that one. I mean, I recognize its stupidity at some points. Simpsons does a great job pointing it out. But there's some compelling drama. The legend it's based on is very heartbreaking. And Linda Cardellini, she's a great actress I'm definitely a fan of. So, I don't know if I would pay for it, but watch it for free on the big screen, yeah, very worth it. Anyway, I recently, as I've mentioned, made my mission to watch every new horror film for the sake of my blog and vlog. So, that, as highly anticipated as The Conjuring 3 was, I had to include that. So I thought, all right, well, everything is available to stream for free somewhere, at least for me, as many sources as I subscribe to. So I decided to go back to the beginning. The original Conjuring. So this is the second time I was giving that a chance, and you know what? It bored me again. I stopped. Maybe I lasted I lasted long the first time. It's still only about halfway. I mean, this whole series was way too much on jump scares and over-the-top dramatic music. I find it very manipulative. I mean, I heard a great distinction at DVD Talk Forum once saying a film is manipulative when it does things to generate an emotion instead of doing things that generate an emotion. Yeah, the Conjuring movies, the whole universe tries way too hard. And plus, I've often referred to Patrick Wilson as the blandest of bland leading men. I still have no clue how he's more famous than so many much more charismatic actors. And Vera Farmiga, I normally really like her, but she kind of gets on my nerves in these movies. Collectively, they come up as this real-life Ed and Lorraine Warren. I mean, people who say they're paranormal investigators, but have often been called hoaxes. Well, as them, Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga come across as full of themselves as I'm guessing now that the real Ed and Lorraine Warren are, and so humorless, like, you must respect me, you know, shut up already. So yeah, that's twice I've wasted some time in my life trying to watch the original Conjuring, never again. But trying to go through the whole series, I tried watching some of the Conjuring 2, and then that wasn't any better. I lasted even less time with that. And then Annabelle. Actually, that one, I really liked the lead actor there. I'd never heard of him, although when I'm telling my friend Adam that the two of them look alike. but that one moved me. Ultimately, it still required too much on jump scares, was to add too much on the loud, cheesy music. But I liked enough that if I'd been watching in the theater, I would have stuck around until the end. But here I was trying to stream a bunch of stuff before watching the latest movie. I didn't think it was worth finishing. I mean, all these years as Spirit Award voter, trying to get through dozens of movies in a few weeks, I've learned from experience that movie doesn't grip me within really the first 15 minutes, or oftentimes the first 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't grip me, period, and it's not worth watching. And so yeah, again, the original Annabelle, I would have stuck around and watched in the theater, but then I don't think I missed anything by stopping early when I watched on HBO Max or Hulu or whatever. Who cares? It's not that good. And then Annabelle Creation had or Annabelle Homecoming had a more interesting plot. Dealing with the orphan girl, and then for her time in the group home. But God, it came on so strong with the jump scares and the cheesy music. I had to stop it. And then so that's for 4 movies that basically rejected, and then The Nun, it was my, or I should say, Annabelle Creation, and then, it's about what I expect. I stopped that one very quickly. The Nun, so my second time getting that chance, but it was as bad as the first time, so I watched even less of it this time, and that's saying something considering I watched only about between half an hour and 45 minutes the first time, if that, but yeah, definitely even less this time. And then Curse of La Llorona, I sat through that one for first time, and I kind of liked it, but not worth watching again, even for the sake of this vlog. And then finally, The Conjuring 3. And it was more what I expected. The jump scares, the cheesy music, plus Vera Farmiga and Patrick fucking Wilson back in their irritating roles. I didn't watch half of this movie, maybe a third, and even that was too much. So to sum it up, out of 8 movies, there's one I watched all of because I saw in the theater. One I would have watched all of, but let me start over. The 8 movies. There's one I watched all of only because I saw in the theater. One I would have watched all of just for that reason if I saw in the theater. One I didn't watch all of even though I saw it in the theater. And then 5 movies I tried watching at home, and all of which I gave up on. Big thumbs down this whole series. I can only watch that sense of duty, thinking I gotta be the horror master here. But I've seen some advertisement here for hopefully some much better scary films coming along later this summer. If you want more thoughts, you can go to my written blog, autistic.critic.com. Also, follow us on Facebook, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Thank you.